Oh, warm welcome to your Wake Up Women series. And today we have Lara coming from Goa, a 45-year-old chartered accountant who left her practice and built a business for 11 years before she closed it down and discovered that she needs to really take charge of her finances. So that's Lara, and let's wait for her, and also let's wait for more people to join in, and then we will begin with her. Hey Lara, good to have you. Hi, warm welcome. Okay, I have accepted your request to jump in, Lara. And everybody who's joining in. Lara, could you see me? Can you see my request? I have accepted yours. Here comes Lara. Okay, Lara, you'll have to change the
Orientation.
side. Yeah. Can you change it? Okay. You're going in the opposite direction. Okay. Lara is not social media friendly, guys. You
No.
must have made it out by now. Okay, Lara, we have to change this. You're
I
again
know
coming
that's very.
ulta.
How do I change it? Oh
Yeah,
God.
so you just have to do it like that. Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, now I have to
So
blame it.
that's
My
Lara's son really supporting her, huh?
yeah, my 1 second, another try. Okay, just put something behind it. Just put. Okay, this makes sense. Sorry. So now you know how
Yes,
savvy I am with social media. Hi,
yes.
hi everyone.
Hi, thank you so much for joining in, Lara.
Thanks for
Over to
having
you.
me.
Please
And
share
let
a
me
bit
tell you,
about yourself.
I am extremely camera shy.
Okay.
Hate being
Okay,
in the
you got
sun.
to really, one thing, you got to really change the angle a little. Yes, yes. Now it's perfect. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi. So let me tell you, I got to know about women on wealth from a friend of mine called Sonali Kumar. And
Okay.
I'm a chartered
But
accountant.
first, a little bit about you, Lara. Who are you? For
I, uh,
everybody.
I don't know who I am. That's the problem, you know. I can
Okay.
tell you, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a twin, mom of three. I'm a widow. But really, if you ask me who I am personally, I'm still work in progress, trying to figure myself out. And
Mm-hmm.
in fact, I watched that serial the other day called The Fame Game, and there was a
Uh-huh.
very similar thing which was in the Fame Game as well. So I thought I was not the only one. Where the therapist Madhuri Dixit takes her son to the therapist, and then she starts
Uh-huh.
talking about the son. So he says, "No, but I want to know about you." And then she's quite stunned, and she says, "Like I don't know," she says, and I think that's me. So yeah,
Okay.
work in progress.
Work in progress. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. And what made you take up a course on finance,
Because
Lara?
after knowing accounting and knowing everything, I was not taking charge of my finances and working from a place of so much of fear, I can't tell you. Fear that I would lose because, I lost my husband. It's going to be 5 years in March. And
Got it.
then after that, I was just like in that very shut down state. And then we had a business. The business also started going south with soon after he passed away. But then I didn't have an exit option in the business at that point. And like I
Uh-huh.
felt I found 100 excuses, not to take control of my finances. But I think if I look back now, it was more from a place of fear. So
Uh-huh.
everything was just lying in fixed deposits and everything. And then of course the lack of time was always an excuse because I was so buried into the business. But then we
Right.
gave up the business in June. Then once we gave up the business in June, I ran out of excuses. And then somewhere
Okay.
I knew that this was something I needed to do because my children are growing. So, and I think that, no matter what anybody tells you, money is not important and whatever, it is very important. It is
Got it.
very important. And I think a lot of strength comes from financial independence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Got it.
today then I spoke to a friend of mine and she told me about Women on Wealth. But before I joined Women on Wealth, I was already taking stock of my finance. So, I had a person helping me out and he actually guided me on how to open my value research account, how to get my things in order. And I had money in mutual funds through brokers. And I realized it was not proper, it was not figuring in my statements and everything. So I got everything sorted out. And I began to understand. But then what I was not happy about was he was guiding me which funds to put my money in.
Right.
So when I joined Women on Wealth, all that changed. And today I feel like I'm most curious and I'm always researching. And I think knowledge is power.
Right.
And one more very interesting thing, Priyanka, I remember asking you when the markets were falling. I asked you, now what do we do? And you said nothing, it doesn't bother me. And I think I'm precisely in that phase now. It really doesn't bother me because I
Right.
funds I'm investing in. I feel knowledgeable, and thanks to
Right.
you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Got it. So now you're taking your own financial decisions. You're saying from dependence on a broker, you've now eventually moved on to making your independent decisions and you're researching on your own. You are this curious person who feels absolutely financially knowledgeable. Got it. So all this change has come in. And what would you say are your accomplishments?
My accomplishments is finally knowing what I have. And you know that I don't know, like, there are a lot of things I still need to work on, like setting goals. And like, but after what I've been through, for me, that part becomes a little difficult. So for me to look at anything long term is a bit tough because, I
Got
feel that we always have plans. But then after what happened to me, my husband was diagnosed with leukemia. And, he passed away within a year after a very, very hopeful battle. And I feel today I can't look at the long term. But in the short term, I feel I've got very good control over things. And I'm saying I know that there's goal setting and all, which I really need to work on. I'm still working on. But like in the short term, what I would strongly recommend to the ladies is like, don't miss certain things like having a Mediclaim cover.
Right.
Yeah, having a term policy, all these things are necessary. And these are things which I think all your sheets in VOW and all are really well covered. So
Right.
let somebody more charged up talking about goals and about the long term and all talk about that a bit. But I'm telling you about the short term. Let your short term things be in order first. Like first I think that we should walk before we can run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when my husband got diagnosed, I'm saying that I'm telling you, no amount of earnings that we had or no savings that we had we couldn't even think of affording the treatment. It all happened because we had such a great family backup.
Right.
Yeah, but then, soon after that, I got everything in order as far as my medicals were concerned. Yeah, because,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know when sickness strikes. We don't know what tomorrow holds.
Right.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
yeah, and even my term plan, we had a term plan, and I was annoyed and after I'm saying being a person with an accounting background, my mom insisted that I take a term plan because we had a loan. And I was
Right.
furious with my mother for taking the term plan. I was like, how can you take the term plan? Then nothing will happen to him. And he was not sick. I mean, this was 2 years before he fell sick. And really, that
Yeah.
term insurance was what saved me finally. I closed the loan and everything with that term insurance. So, let's not sit and think that it's not going to happen to us. I'm not saying that something bad is going to happen to us also. But at the end of the day, one day we are all going to die. So we have to set our things in order. And I think, Priyanka, this platform that you've started is brilliant.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And I just love how you've put everything together and coming from your experience, which is not really a very happy experience.
No,
Got
not.
it. Got it. So today you are in complete control of your finances. Can you say that?
Yeah, I can say I'm in complete control, but I still don't have an earning. I don't have an earning. So that is something
Okay.
that's, yeah, but I'm okay about it. And I
Got
don't
it.
feel pressure to go back to work. Huh? That is also another thing. Because when we do the per hour sheet and all, I realize that like sometimes going to work and getting pittance is more waste of time. I'd much rather sit and just learn more.
Right. Right. Got it. And you said you are not now blindly listening to anybody. Is
No,
that so?
I don't listen to anybody. And even I did your stock program. So after I did the money gym, I did the stock program. And the surprising thing is, despite the market going through so much of turmoil, I researched 10 stocks and I put money in 10 stocks, and they're still overall slightly green, but they're still green. So I think, yeah, I'm knowledgeable and I have invested knowledgeably.
Got it. Got it. And no taking advices anymore?
No. No, but only also one more thing, another thing which I would caution you all is I have SIPs, and I've realized that the SIPs are not getting debited properly. So, I went to check after 2 months. So I think that is something that everyone needs to check.
Right.
Yeah,
Got
and then
it.
I started calling the mutual fund. They told me, oh, we don't have a tie-up with that bank. And I was like, no, but it's accepted. And
Right.
kind of thing. So even today I saw there was a talk on SIPs. I
Right.
think something, despite after setting it also, it's important for us to check.
Got it. Got it. And what's the impact on your family? You said you have three children, right, Lara?
Yeah, 3 boys.
3 boys. So what's the impact on them of you taking charge of your finances?
I don't know whether they even know, but yeah, the 18-year-old, he seems quite interested now.
Wow. Okay.
I always tell you, my mother's the most curious as to how I'm busy doing nothing. Tells me, I'm working with you. When I call you up, you're always busy. It's because I'm all the time on the laptop.
Got it.
Yeah, so
Got it.
I've taken a bit of their bit also. Because
Ah,
majorly all our money was in fixed deposits.
got it. Got
Yeah.
it. So you're now
This-
also managing your
when I
parents'
first,
money?
when I just before I forget, my train of thought, I first put my money in mutual funds in 2017, I think, yeah, soon after my husband passed away. And there was a drop in that 2020, it went down by about 14%. And
Uh-huh.
then, of course, after that, it recovered also, and I made 1.5 times. So, that's what I say to everyone now, don't panic. So, as I told you, I don't panic anymore. But at that point,
Right.
I was extremely paranoid. And that all lack of panic and kind of having a belief in the system has all come thanks to you all.
Got that. Got that. So coming back, you said you're managing your parents' money. Is that so?
Not yet, yeah, taking a bit slowly out because I have to be careful with my parents also. At their age, I can't suddenly take them and like take that full risk. Yeah, so they give me little and it goes into mutual funds.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And the older one is watching you, huh?
The older
How,
one,
what makes you say that the 18-year-old is interested?
because he keeps asking me, what are you doing now? He's very interested. I got his PAN card done. I opened a DMAT account for him, and these are all things he's pushing me to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've been quite open with them, and I keep talking to them about what I feel failed about myself. And I think my financial well-being is something I feel very failed about myself. I should have done this a long time ago. Because in the time that I was working, I had a very good job. I worked with Deloitte for 9 years. After that, I was with an MNC as head of finance. And then from
Uh-huh.
2009, I stopped working.
Got it.
Yeah, and that I think that I should have taken more control over my finance. And I integrated myself so much with the business that I never saw myself as a separate entity from the business. So while I was focusing on the business, I never built my personal wealth.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today I
Uh,
think I would think it's important to have your personal things sorted apart from your business. They're two very separate things, and should not be emotionally invested in your business.
Yes, absolutely. So many lessons coming from this one small short conversation. Like
I,
really.
yeah. So, I never bothered. And like today, I feel the business, okay, it didn't work out, no regrets.
Yeah.
But my personal wealth is not grown at all because I only focused on the business. I didn't look at, it as two different things.
Right. Right. Got it. And that's for every entrepreneur watching
Yeah.
or every woman who wants to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Really, you can't just be looking at your business.
No. Take
Clearly.
salary out from the business. I mean, incur those losses and, just see, but, it's important for you to look at your personal part as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think dependence is another lesson coming in. Not focusing on buying insurances is another lesson coming in from your conversations, yeah, today.
Yeah. I mean, today
Got
I've taken to a different level. I've taken like a cancer cover. I've taken a critical illness cover. You name the covers, and I've taken it because like once bitten, twice shy. Yeah,
it.
yeah. I think an insurance cover is mandatory.
Got that. Got that, Lara. Thank you. Okay, let me share what everybody is saying. Okay. Shru Acharya is saying so true. Kaveri saying my first money gym chat was with a small group including Lara. I
Oh,
loved her.
Kaveri, you are inspirational. Your spreadsheets and everything looks so pretty. I'm telling you that, like, she's the one who, that's what I'm saying. Let's leave goals and how to make everything look so attractive to Kaveri. I can tell you all the practical bit.
Okay, Lara. Kaveri is saying she loves your straightforwardness and no nonsense approach. Wow.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yes. And Shruacharya is saying it's never too late, Lara.
No, I believe it's never too late. I wish it was earlier, but it's never too late, right?
Nidhi
And
is
really,
saying
the
you,
important thing for us is to walk before we can run.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And really walk independently, without any dependence, I think matters because that builds you up, like really.
Yeah, and really,
Nidhi,
I don't think
yeah, go ahead.
it's your qualifications or anything that matter. I think that, like, I probably could be one of the most qualified in the group, but one of the most financially zilch. Yeah. So, I feel everyone is so much more practical than me, and It's something that can be done by anyone.
Yeah.
You need the right mentors.
Yes, yes. I mean, really, managing your personal finance has very little to do with finance background. Like, really, I
Absolutely.
believe that. Yeah. Okay, Nidhi is saying you are a power-packed woman, Lara.
I wish I can feel that way. Working on myself. Now, another concept which has come this is very close to me, self-love. So they say you have to
Yes.
love yourself, working on that bit.
Oh my God. I love Louise Hay. She's
Oh,
my favorite.
yeah, I've read all her books.
Yeah, me too.
Even
Ritu
there's
is.
another book, if you all are all very interested in, is I've read
Uh-huh.
recently called The High Five Habits. Quite interesting.
Wow. Okay, next read. Ritu is saying, I love you, saying, let's learn to walk before we run.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Ritu.
Very important. It's very easy for us to set goals and to aim at the sky when our foundation is not in place.
Yes, absolutely. Usha is saying, I'm grateful to Women on Wealth. It has completely changed my mental fear about money. So she can really connect with, the part where Lara, you said you were scared, right? And
Yeah.
that's why you were not in action.
I think the power of a community also makes a big difference in all aspects, in all
Yeah.
life. Like even for me, coping with grief, it was like the support system that I had, which helped me cope. So I think that even for us, I think it's the power of this community which kind of gives us way more confidence.
Yes, yes. The community, us together. Richa is saying more power to you, Lara, and all the women here. Kaveri is saying being pragmatic is everything. Absolutely, my women. Priyanka, with every woman emerging powerful, I bless you every day. Oh, thank you so much, Ritu. I love that. Okay, Shru Acharya is telling you, Lara, you're an inspiration in all aspects.
Thank you, please. Sorry, I can't see those. I'm really not savvy.
Yes, yes, Lara, I can figure. Mukta is saying, thank you, Lara, for being so open and so candid.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, Lara, any message you wanna leave our women with before we close?
Yeah, I would say thank you very much. And I really think, for me as a widow with 3 kids, and I mean, I think that the power of a community is something that's everything. Even now, like my ultimate goal is to set up a support group. Because I
Right.
feel that today, if I go to put in 10 hours, or I ask anyone to try to put in 10 hours to help others, I mean, it's tough for any person to do it. But just imagine if you have 10 people putting an hour each, how easy it becomes.
Yep.
So that's where the
Absolutely.
power of a community comes in. And Priyanka, I thank you for you, Sheetal, Hira, and Prema for this community, really.
Got that. Got that, Lara. Received your love with gratitude. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming here and keep coming. I would love to see you again with more financial progress.
Thank
Till
you.
then. Thank you. Till then, everybody take charge, stay safe, and I see you soon again tomorrow, 10 a.m. for the Decoding Live. Bye bye, everyone. Thanks,
Bye.
Lara. Bye bye.